Hello and welcome back to the Unboxers, and today we have for you two new figures from the DC Multiverse. Today we have
Ra's al Ghul and Batman, and these are the second batch of figures from the Batman Arkham City wave from McFarlane Toys.
And we're going to build
Solomon Grundy.
Whoa, how awesome is that? So stay tuned because we will be building it in this video. Alright, so we want to say a great big thank you to
McFarlane Toys
for sending these to us for free to share with you today. Let's go ahead and take a look at Batman's good guys first. Batman's packaging, very cool. He's got his collector card back there, and he comes with the legs of the Build-A-Figure, and it looks like a grapple. Yeah. And then there's the artwork of
Solomon Grundy
on the back. Yeah, it shows that he comes with the legs. Here's some of the other figures in the set. So really cool set. It's just 4 figures in the set, right?
Right.
And then there's
Ra's al Ghul.
Ooh, he's definitely got some heavy makeup going on there. He's got a sword as his weapon, and then he's got the arms with chains around the wrists. So check that out. Same artwork on the back, and just shows you that he comes with the arms and the same figures at the bottom. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get these 2 figures out of their boxes and give you a much closer look. We'll be right back. Okay, and they're out of their boxes. Let's go ahead and take a look at
Ra's al Ghul.
Alright, we'll take a look at his collector card first and the accessories. So here's his collector card. Really cool artwork on that. And then here's his data file, which is really long, but you can pause it and read all about him. It's his adoptive name. So there you go.
Yes, it stands for Demon's Head, I believe.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't think anybody's adoptive parents named that. Anyway, so there you have the stands that come with them, the little DC embossed up there. They're both going to come with that. He comes with his own sword, which has the emblem right there. Very cool. And the detailing on the handle, which is really neat. Alright, and then
he comes with a hand. Ah!
Alright, so he comes with Solomon Grundy's left and right hand. Actually arm. And you'll be able to see them in more detail even later because we're going to build them.
Yes.
So he's got one open hand and one closed fist. So that's good to know. There's a couple scars going on right there. Alright, it's time to take a look at
Ra's al Ghul.
Okay, let's take a look at his facial sculpt. There he is. Looking pretty evil. I'm going to put these down real quick. They're stealing the show back there. Alright. There we go. I'm going to have a closer look at his facial sculpt. And all of the detailing here. I didn't want you to miss that. It's almost like a recreation of his face on his chest right there.
Yeah.
Is it supposed to be an animal, or?
It's probably a dragon.
Okay.
Or this one actually looks like a fox, but
yeah, it does actually. And then he's got like a dragon down here. That's a pretty cool looking tattoo. Very cool details on that. And his shoulder things are a little bit pliable, so hopefully he'll have a little bit more articulation at the shoulder. Yeah, it looks like a fox here with some golden things that go around his belt. And then he does have some of the characters have now started to have these like belt flaps. I don't exactly know the purpose, but they probably hang their sword or something through it. He's got another identical one on this side, it looks like. And there you go. Let's take a look. He's got some black boots. And there's the back of them. There's the back of his hair. He's definitely got some hair going on there. Cool hair sculpt.
This is the video game version of these characters, but which is a little different than what I'm used to. He actually seems like, even with the gray hair, he kind of looks younger than what I would expect. But
yeah,
he does look just like the character in the video game.
Awesome. All right. So you want to show off his articulation?
All right. So let's take a look. So he's going to have the 22 moving parts that McFarlane's have. So he does have articulation at the neck, so he can look up, he can look down slightly, and of course left and right. He's got good articulation at the shoulders, so it will rotate as well as extending. He's got the bicep swivel, the double elbows, and then the wrist articulation. He does have the dual wrist, but it is a little hard to bend it with the these gauntlets that he has on. The torso is a little different. I've seen this in some of the other McFarlanes, but he does have a point at the waist. But then if you look, like, the body is actually soft, and then he has like the ab crunch kind of inside the tunic or whatever he's got on. So that's pretty cool. He does have articulation at the hips. He has the double knees, and then the ankles. And the ankles look a little different just because they have, like, you can see this big piece at the top. So it will turn, but then these will also roll and rotate to give you better range of motion. Then, of course, he has the toe articulation. So very cool.
Alright, so now let's take a look at Batman. So he's going to also come with the same stand with the peg and the DC emblem. He's going to come with the 2 legs, which are really cool. And look at those toes. That's what I was saying, one of those things where the second toe is a little bit longer than the first toe. So he's got my feet. And he's got some really cool, got some same, like, stitching and scarring going on here. Kind of looks like Hulk pants, doesn't it?
Yeah.
With the little tears in the knees and stuff like that, and the little tattered cloth. Anyway, alright, and then he also comes with
the Bat Grapple. So
very cool. It you know, obviously he can hold it, but you know, it does not actually extend. And then dun, 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 here's his artwork. His collector card. That's a really cool, like, from the waist up shot.
Yeah.
And then here's the data file, if you want to pause and read all about Bruce Wayne. Alright, and now let's take a look at Batman. So this is also from the game?
Yes.
So we'll be taking a look. He's definitely got very tall bat ears on this one. There's this facial sculpt. The bat symbol on this one goes almost like shoulder to shoulder, spans the width of his chest. He's got the spikes on the end of his glove. He's got his utility belt, which is tan in this one. His cape kind of swooshes off to this side, and it kind of has a folded over like it's supposed to be, like that, like the wind's caught it or like he's in motion. It is quite pliable, so that's good. And it's got a lot of detailing in the folds of it, which is cool. It's definitely got the cape with the little notches at the end. Yeah. And let's take a look at these boots. So he's got some really cool boots. They go up pretty high, about to his knees. And there's the detailing on those, as well as the tread on his boot. So there's Batman.
Alright, so let's take a look at his articulation. It should be pretty similar to Ra's, but let's see. So he also has neck articulation, so he can also look up and down, of course, side to side. He actually has the, I can't tell if Ra's does, but he has the double butterfly shoulder to give him increased range of motion. And of course the shoulder will rotate as well as extending. He also has the bicep swivel. He actually has a single elbow joint rather than the dual. And then of course he also has the wrist articulation. Alright, so then at the torso he also has 2, one at the waist, but one kind of what we're more used to seeing with the mid-torso, but it does kind of go back and forth, front and twist, so It'll give him great range of motion. He's got good articulation at the hips, and this piece is soft as well, so it will bend and give him increased range of motion. He has the double knee, and then of course the dual ankle, so it will turn and roll as well as pivoting, and then also the toe. So here's Batman.
Alright, so now it's time to show off our Build-A-Figure. And it is...
Solomon Grundy.
Whoa, look at that. His arms are out for a big hug. Let's take a look at his facial sculpt. Look at that. Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, this is a really cool Build-A-Figure.
He is a pretty good size and good weight for sure. There's his arms that we just added tonight. His like tattered jean vest, which probably used to be a jacket, and he ripped the arms off of it. It has really cool texture here, almost like burlap look to it, but very, very neat, as well as the tattered parts have a different texture to them as well. And you can see his belt, and then his belt ties in with the greenery that's kind of growing through him. And he's got some awesome hair back here. He's a really cool figure. He is definitely one of those really cool, massive size Build-A-Figures. You want to show off his articulation? Okay, so let's take a look. He has great articulation for such a bulky figure. He is also going to have articulation at the neck. He has articulation at the shoulder, and of course it will extend as well as rotating. He has a single elbow joint, but it will rotate as well as bending. He's kind of big, so it's kind of hard to hold him and show it off. Then he also has the dual wrists, so they will bend as well as twisting. He has articulation at the waist, but it's more like a, rather than a twist, it actually is like will rock, so it will go back and forward as well as side to side. Okay, then he also has articulation at the hips. Okay, so he has articulation at the knees, and then also at the ankles, and the ankles will roll as well as pivoting, and he has toe articulation as well. So very cool Build-A-Figure. Alright, so there's one last look at
Ra's al Ghul, Batman, and Solomon Grundy, the Build-A-Figure from the Arkham City wave.
Awesome. So we want to say another great big thank you to
McFarlane Toys
for sending these to us for free to share with you today. Thanks so much for watching. As always, come back and see us, like, subscribe, and we will see you next time.